Welcome back to another video on cooking with Celine, and in today's video we will be making cookies with a twist. Yes, with a twist. So I have the recipe here on my phone, and what we need is flour, baking soda, salt, butter, sugar, brown and white, vanilla extract, egg, and chocolate chips, which is optional and I don't have. So let's get right into it. So first we're gonna make our dry ingredients. We're gonna need 1 1/4 cup of flour. Yes, get your flour, measure it out, 1 1/4 cup of flour, and then we move on to 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Ploop. Yep, let's get that right in there. And then we move on to also a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Yes, get that salt in there. Let's get that salt in there. Okay, so after we have got the salt, we're gonna keep that quick store up, whippity whip, and let that vibe on the side. So now we move on to our wet ingredients. First we need to measure out 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 1/4 cup of white sugar, and then you mix that in like some cinnamon sugar type thing. You know the deal, you know the feeling, you know the look. So now that we are mixing the batter, we're gonna add in batter. Now we're gonna add in the butter. We're gonna need about 1/2 cup of butter. Yes, so you add that butter in there, let that vibe. Make sure you level out your butter, that way you don't get too much butter in it. And then when you're churning it, make sure you pour out every butter. You know, sometimes the butter gets stuck to the cup, so you just scrape it up. You could use a spoon for this if you want. I just choose to use my knife because I wasn't dirty enough no more dishes. But yeah, you can scrape out all on the sides and what's not, and then you get to the mixing. So you mix that bad boy up, yeah, until you get a nice creamy looking batter. See, you see how that batter looks? That's how the batter is supposed to look. So now after you done whip up the butter and the sugar, you're gonna add in your egg. Yes, crack that egg. Make sure no shells get into the mixture. You don't want to be eating no cookies and got eaten to an eggshell. That's nasty. So then after that, you measure out 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, my correction, and you just pour that bad boy in, and then you get to the mixing. You know, watch it, the flick of the wrist. Wom 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 wom, zoop 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 zoop. Yeah, you see how fast I'm doing that. Wom 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 wom. So then after we got to the mixing, here comes the fun and enjoyable part, where we mix in the flour piece by piece. You don't want to add in the flour all at once because it's gonna cause a big mess that you won't want to clean afterwards. So you add in the flour piece by piece until all the flour is done, and then until you get a nice smooth thick texture. So you see how that is falling from the mixture. It is nice, it is nice. So now we're gonna do it with a twist. Instead of baking in the oven, we're gonna be baking it on the stove. Yes, that's right, we're baking it on the stove. We are baking cookies on the stove. Guys, this is my first time trying this, and all I gotta say, just watch till the end because the cookies. So when you're baking on the stove, you want to get you a pot, heat it up a little bit, and then melt in a little bit of butter, grease the pot. You don't have to use butter. You could use your Crisco, your Palm, whatever you have at home. You butter the thing, and then you scoop out your cookies into the pot, probably a 1/2 inch apart, 4 at a time, or however much you could handle at a time. I put in 2 at a time because I didn't want it to burn my cookies, which did end up happening at the end. So you're gonna cover with some foil paper to trap the heat in, as usual. I mean, if you guys are chef out there, you know that foil paper trap the heat in and cook your food faster, also burns it. So guys, this is how the cookies looking. They're looking so scrumptious and so delicious. Not only to know that when I flipped them, they were burnt. Yes guys, they were burnt. See, burnt. I guess my fire was too high, so I did reduce the heat, and when they were finished, they came out awesome. So guys, this is the finished product. So yes, I know they are late burnt. Don't eat me for that, guys. Don't eat me for that. Everybody got burnt something in life, but they did taste delicious. I did taste one off camera and it was awesome. So guys, thank you for tuning in to today's video. Thank you for watching. Try this recipe at home. The recipe will be down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment on whatever video you want me to do next. And thank you for tuning in. See you next week Wednesday for another banger. Bye.